guys? Heavy Metal 95 here. Today's episode from Helluva Boss we're going to be reviewing. This is going to be on the new episode from Helluva Boss, and that is the full moon. So let's begin with the review. It starts with Stolas in bed, startled by a notification of the incoming full moon. Throws up, sings about his worries, then loom over his and Blitzo's Rendivi as this as well. So with Blitzo joining in, although he instead sings about the sex. He hopes to have an about he's been avoiding Stolas and his actual questions lately. So meanwhile on Earth, as the cherubs are resorting to petty street crime to try to make money for food, so that they can maintain their strength to save souls to get back into heaven. When they get back, end up getting captured by DHORKS, mistaken for them for demons. As IMP return from a job, Blitzo is uncharacteristically cheerful towards Moxie, which earns the confession from the other IMP members, as Blitzo explains that it's the full moon, which means Stolas and Blitzo are to have sex to keep the relationship going. And goes on to say that Stolas had been giving him a rest from the arrangement for a few months, but now as Blitzo is in the mood to continue, as Luna suggests that the reason why Stolas had been letting Blitzo off the hook is just because he's getting bored with Blitzo. So Blitzo isn't too worried, even when Luna provides him with an example, considering during the conversation due to the loss of interests, but then decides that he needs just to keep things interesting after realizing that they've used every sex toy that Blitzo currently owns. He leaves to get ready while leaving Moxie to take care of the office work. After interrogating the cherubs under the assassination that they work for Blitzo, a mutual excerpt like the target, DHORKS eventually teams up with them after Cletus claims that they are what they are waiting for IMP to return to Earth in order to try and kill Blitzo. Agent 1 and 2 bring their new allies their newly improved facility, which they have upgraded due to the funding received after the destruction of Facility X from the previous events of Truth Seekers. After equipping them with armor, Agent 1 dons a Hellhound costume similar and resembles Luna, and a portal remote. So the cherubs arrive in the Us Ring as Blitzo goes to a candle shop to buy a snazzy and sexy candle, where the cherubs follow him too. So Keeney wants to immediately attack, but Cletus convinces that to wait to make sure the other IMP members are with him, and decides to follow him. Furthermore, they follow Blitzo into a bondage and sex toy shop. So Blitzo gets helped by the spider clerk, who and looks at some harnesses. The cherubs are convinced that Blitzo is purchasing items to kill innocent human with. But when the clerk spots them, they try to blend in, although Blitzo doesn't notice them and leaves the shop. So Colin asks if they have any harshly wordly bumper stickers, leaving the clerk confused, until Keeney asks if they have anything for in a mid-spanking. And the cherubs get bombarded with various implements until they ask what Blitzo was looking at, so the clerk directs them to a very heavily BDSM-themed bench, stunned and Sir Beard. The cherubs hurriedly fly off further and convinced that there is a purchasing items with the intent of killing and torturing an innocent soul, waiting to buy some more stuff as Blitzo heads over to Ozzy's to see Fizzaroli, who agrees to let him look at the best toys that he and Asmodeus make. So Fizzaroli shows him some of the prototypes, such as anal beads, blindfolds, and then a massive vibrating dildo. So Blitzo excitedly agrees to take it. While the cherubs are outside of Ozzy's, mistaking it for the armory of a war room. When they see Blitzo exit the back room with a dildo, they finally decide to attack him, but the other IMP members suddenly appear, also have been following Blitzo and the cherubs the whole time. They stop the cherubs for attacking Blitzo, although the cherubs do briefly get upper hand with their high-tech suits from the DHRKS headquarters members. Eventually, just as IMP members, including Luna, win and kick the cherubs back to Earth through the portal back. DHORKS headquarters, as Agent 2 asks how did the mission go, and then Blitzo, mainly completely unaware of the entire fight. Finally, so Blitzo enters Stolas's bedroom through the balcony, excitedly showing him the new toys that he got for them. But Stola simply asks if he had the grimoire. Surprised, Blitzo takes it out, but Stola says that he needs it back permanently, as Blitzo assumes it becomes that they have skipped a few of the nights they're meant to have sex on, and briefly attempts to seduce him, only for Stolas to reject his advances and take the grimoire over to the bookshelf, panicking as Blitzo pleads for it, saying he'll do anything for it, only for Stolas to give him an Asmodean crystal that is registered under his name, allowing IMP to travel to Earth freely and legally, says Blitzo. And says Blitzo is now free of him, confused as Blitzo asks if it because he is not doing the sex well enough and claims he can do better, but Stolas finally confesses how he feels towards Blitzo, admitting their own arrangement wasn't eventually on the right and the way he wants that, as he wants Blitzo who he is, and that he'd like Blitzo to remain with him because he wants to, but that he doesn't have to, and that is his own choice. So Blitzo is briefly stunned, but then assumes it's an NSFW roleplay and tries to ham it up. But Stolas dismisses him and leaves the room, so Blitzo then realizes Stolas is being serious and follows him, as Stolas simply assuming that Stolas' confession was simply a role play that confirms that Bledsoe does not reciprocate the feelings, so Bledsoe turns outraged and storms after him, demanding to think and calling him a pompous rich asshole. He then lashes out in tears, saying that upper-class demons do this constantly to lower-class demons just because they're less important as Bledsoe. Then says he will not let Stolas do that, and calls for his feelings that to not be played with. This moves Stolas to tears, taking it as Bledsoe not thinking highly of him, making Bledsoe finally realize that Stolas' feelings for him is genuine, as Bledsoe attempts to apologize for his actions, but Stolas promptly teleports Bledsoe out of the mansion. Then Bledsoe screams to the sky in his frustration, and right as before the episode ends. So that's pretty much it as well. That's the plot in the episode of The Full Moon from Season 2 of Helluva Boss. Because the story's very well progressed, and it's particularly of how this progresses, what it goes on in Season 2 of Helluva Boss as well. We have the return of the characters, aside other than the Cherubs, and as well as Agent 1 and 2 of DHORKS from the Truth Seekers episode from Helluva Boss. And we also have the return of Moxie, Millie, and as well as Luna. And this was the first episode of Helluva Boss, like the Full Moon. We get to hear Luna speak once again in this episode, after Luna never spoke in the episodes like for specific episodes like X's and Ooze, Western Energy, and Unhappy Campers. This is the first time that Luna spoke in this episode of Helluva Boss, which is the Full Moon. That's why. It's great to see Luna speak in that episode as well. So that's pretty much for the characters. The animation is good. The production's really good. My final thoughts for this one. This is the very good episode, in my opinion, though, as well. In case if you ever wonder why, if you ever want to tune into an episode like this from Helluva Boss as well. And although this may have its moments, but overall, this is a well done, brand new episode of how this progresses, of how this goes on in Season 2 of Helluva Boss as well, ever since the previous episode, which is the Men's Magnificent Mid-Season Special musical episode featuring Vizzaroli episode, which was the previous one as well, in case you all wonder as well, to my curiosity. My score for this episode, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 as well. And that's all I have, what I got for today for this one. So that's going to be it for my Helluva Boss episode review on the episode The Full Moon for today's episode review. For today, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel, especially if you're watching this as well. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates if you missed anything new. And be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments right in the comment section below if you like as well. And that's all I have what I got for today. Stay tuned for the next episode that I will review next time, and that will be on the episode Apology Tour, which we're going to take a look at that episode next time. Maybe on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. We'll figure out. This is Heavy Metal 95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. I hope you all have a great day. This is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video. And I will see you soon for more videos I got on plan for what's in store for more here. Take care, and stay tuned for more surprises that are coming on the way as well. Goodbye for now.